Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Billboard Hip Hop editor Carl Lamarre, and we got a special episode of Own the Label for Black Music Month. Listen, I got the highly touted, the super reputable Memphis General, the boss of CMG. Yo, Gotti.
What it is?
My brother, how you living, man?
I'm great. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, you blessed. You just celebrated the birthday.
Yeah.
You out here winning. You winning in a big way because, in case y'all don't know, Moneybagg Yo, #1 album on the Billboard 200 for the second week.
Yeah, 2 times.
2 times.
Yeah.
2 times. I mean, listen.
Same album 2 times.
Same album 2 times. Light work. And I remember when you signed Moneybagg back in the day, gave him the 200 racks. Like, yo, I want you. I want to see what you gonna do. Did you foresee this kind of success for Moneybagg this early on in the game for his career?
Of course. You know, I foreseen shit that's bigger than this though. You know, we most definitely grateful this part of the process, but the shit I see is way bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't this is a good accomplishment for me, for Bag, but we real hustlers. Like, our vision is beyond just being #1 on Billboard for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Moneybagg is a superstar. We're gonna be one of the best in the game. So until we solidify that across the world, we still hustling.
Listen, man, I shout out to Moneybagg Yo. Shout out for that #1 album. Big move right there for CMG. I could go down the list real quick. I mean, Moneybagg Yo, Black Boy JB, Black Youngster. We got some serious cats out of Memphis.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot more though.
It's a lot more.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. And I'm curious because obviously with Memphis being your hometown, what made you decide to like really hone in on the city and try to nurture that talent to bring those over to CMG?
I just wanted to change the mentality first and foremost. I'm from North Memphis, Black Youngster, and Moneybagg Yo from South Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So first it started off as a personal thing. You know, I wanted to show the city that we all could get money together. You know, because in the streets, the way we were hustling in the streets, it's kind of divided a little bit. You know what I mean? You from South Memphis, you get money on your side. You from North Memphis, you get money on your side. But even back then, I used to re-up and, you know, do certain things with other cats that were from South Memphis when I was in the streets. So I always had that mentality that you can get money with real hustlers, regardless of where they from, what area they. If you're a real hustler, I'm a real hustler, and we can link up and do something. We can do that. You know what I mean? So I had this same mentality in the street, and when I got into the music business and, you know, created an opportunity to help others, I decided to do the same thing.
Let's dive into that a little bit because we know Super Hustler from the streets, getting busy. What street principles did you take with you into the boardroom as an executive? All of them.
All of them. Every day I live my life by street principles.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make a decision. I don't accept nothing that don't align with my principles and morals. And I think that's how I got here, because I'd rather lose some or not get some if it's a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? If it's a sucker move, if it was against some shit that I ain't gonna be able to sleep good at night with, I don't even want that paper. I don't even want to do business with that person or that brand or whatever. I never jeopardize the integrity of what we stand for any, you know, for me, any of my artists, anybody. Like, we just ain't rocking like that.
That's real talk. That's real talk. I mean, again, I had mentioned and shout out Memphis. I got to take it a little bit left because you also did some expanding. Yeah. I'm talking ESTG from Louisville. I'm talking 42 Dugg from Detroit. How did you decide that expansion would be a big key pillar for CMG, going outside of Memphis and bringing in those guys?
I mean, again, it wasn't really a city thing or area thing. You know what I mean? To me, it was always a hustle thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you think back to, again, I learned a lot of stuff with the streets. If you go to Colombia or Mexico, I don't think they think we just want to hustle in Atlanta or we just want to hustle in Memphis. Anywhere they can sell it, they'll send it. You know what I mean? So, you know, it don't matter where you're from. You know what I'm saying? I think ESTG hard. I know he hard. I think Dugg hard. I know he hard. And I know they hustles. I know they guys like me, so I know we gonna be on the same alignment. We can speak the same language. We can understand each other. So there ain't gonna be no issues with us hustling together. You know what I'm saying? So it was just about finding the right people to hustle with, the right people I believe in their talent. I believe in their talent 200%. So, you know, it was more that, you know, they could have been from Canada, they could have been from Mississippi, they could have been from LA, New York, it don't matter. You know, as long as they got what it takes to be a superstar and they got the right hustle mentality, CMG with you.
I love that. I love that. I want to say, like, there was this quote that you said, something along the lines. I remember Bag said it in an interview. It was like, with Gotti, there's investors and then there's like believers.
Yeah.
Like, how what attracts Yo Gotti in terms of like just the talent and the hustle, instead of just investing? Like, you really 100 all in.
I mean, I think it started with the talent. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta hear your. Most of the time, that's how the music is brought to us, right? We hear your music or we find your music. So I guess it started with your talent. You know what I'm saying? But we have to know you one of them guys, though. Like, you one of them guys that believe in yourself first and more than anybody do. You one of them guys that's willing to put it all on the line for what you believe in. You one of them guys who ain't gonna never quit, who ain't gonna never give up. Cause that's them guys we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you gotta have the same DNA we have, but we can't do business. You know what I'm saying? We can't do business if you like. We looking for partners. We looking for hustles. We looking for bosses. You know, like, you gotta be one of them guys. So we spend time with each artist. Each artist, we hang out with them. You don't know no artist we just pulled over with a contract, like saying, you know, we like your music. Come fly out, come rock with me. We hang out. I may do a song with you. I'm gonna give you some game, even if we don't do business with you. Cause I gotta make sure you one of them guys first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once we solidify you one of them guys, then we give you the opportunity. Yo, come hustle with us or let us hustle with you. And if you know, and if we both agree with that, this is what you see.
That's a bar. That's a bar. What I appreciate about you, man, is your ability to empower your artists. But why do you feel like that's an important ingredient to success, allowing your artists to shine and go in the direction that they want to go in?
Because they already shiners, you know what I'm saying? They already shiners. They was shining before they met me, you know what I'm saying? So we just putting gas on the fire, but they was already shiners. What you think drew us to it? You know what I'm saying? So we just helping it shine brighter, shine on a bigger, bringing more light to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and again, I keep saying all my artists, they all partners, you know, I like to call them all my partners. They all bosses, you know what I'm saying? They always doing their thing in their own area before we even heard of them, before we met them, you know, in their own parts of the city. So I just think that's on the right.
Obviously, with you being an Epic Records legend, being a man over there, like what did you learn during your time there about the music business and the industry and how things operate?
Yeah, like I was saying, man, you know, shout out to L.A. Reid. You know, L.A. Reid gave me an opportunity to really come in and handle my business and run it. You know what I'm saying? To work hand in hand with every department, whether it's the product managers or the radio or marketing. You know, it wasn't a meeting or a decision that happened at Epic without me agreeing to it or co-signing it, you know, a dollar wasn't getting spent without me approving it. So I learned a lot dealing with Epic, and, you know, it's like family. You know, working with the Latrices and the Benny Pures and Sylvia Romes and, you know, everybody over there, you know what I'm saying? It was a great experience.
With you being a shining black entrepreneur, I know labels were talking. I know labels were talking when they see what you're doing with CMG.
Yeah.
And the streets were talking. Little Birdie told me, listen, Yo Gotti is going to have a home at Interscope Records.
Yeah, shout out to Interscope.
Shout out to Interscope, man. With what you learned from Epic, what do you intend to bring knowledge-wise, teaming up with Interscope?
Man, look, I feel like at this point I want to be sharp as in the game, right? So when you're talking about executives that understand culture, that understand streets, that understand numbers, that understand marketing, radio, every level of this game I understand it. So I look at it like, you know, whatever label they were gonna bring me into there, you know, they got the reward, because I'm gonna shine wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? Because I got it covered like that. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Interscope, I just respect John Janet. I respect, you know, how they move, how they think. I respect everybody over there and how they move. So, you know, that's why I made the move to partner with Interscope. You know what I'm saying? But again, plus, you know, the paper was right too.
How as a young artist can I like try to survive and make it through the major label system? Because a lot of cats are struggling trying to either drop or trying to just find their way through success-wise.
Again, I just think you gotta be a hustler, man. Like, I don't like people that's complaining and shit all the time about, my label won't let me do this and they did this to me and man, that ain't no hustling shit to me. Like, we grown men. You feel me? We was in the street, like, you don't say ain't nobody letting you re-up. Ain't nobody letting you sell your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in it. Like, to me, don't even go in business with a motherfucker if you don't understand business, if you don't understand what it takes to put the music out, what the procedures is, because a lot of times it's a disconnect between that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, business people, at the end of the day, you think they don't want to make money with you or off you?
That's a fact.
So if your shit ain't coming out, it's probably because you ain't doing something right. You ain't turning this shit in right, or you ain't. It's so many things. It's little things, you know what I'm saying, that can stop releases from coming out, music from coming out. A lot of people don't be understanding. So your team, if you're an artist that's alone, you may not have a team that can help you execute all those things in a timely manner to come out when you want to come out, or period for you to come out. So, and then, sometimes the artist, I think, responds to it. And I'm an artist, so I ain't trying to, talk down on no artist, because I'm an artist. I had to learn this shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget, I'm an artist first. So, so sometimes niggas just go back to, they ain't let me put my shit out, or, somebody fucking me, or, man, where your CPA at, where your accountant at, who got the calculator? You know what I'm saying? Like, figure out where your business and how your shit going, because to me, you as a hustler, you as a grown man, you shouldn't even be in that position.
You said something that I want to kind of dive back into, and you said, yo, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an artist first.
You an artist first. And it's crazy because you have been rising on the executive ranks so crazy. So I want to ask you this. What would you say you learned from the executive side to help better you as an artist?
I learned good shit and bad shit, I think. Being more executive, I learned deeper parts of the business I ain't understanding as an artist. And it made me go back and do better business with the motherfuckers I was doing business with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, it's certain shit I learned that I didn't even know. So it changed the way I started doing business with other people. Because I didn't agree to it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I love, man? Because you're such a sharp mind. You're also a student. You're willing to learn. And I remember how you always used to say, Hov, that's the big homie.
Yeah.
That's the mentor right there. Shout out to the Rock Nation. What would you say is a gem that you've taken from Hov that you continue to implement every day to like the CMG philosophy?
Man, I got few gems from Hov. So many. One I think that, we hustlers, we guys from the streets, and that's always our safety net at the end of the day. Don't try to be too spontaneous or trying shit just to appear to have a big hit record. Be who you are and do what you know, and you're always safe in that route, because the streets gonna always be the streets, and that's them the guys we are, and that's where we come from. And we already won, because we already made it out of the streets. So we already won. Don't fuck everything up trying to win bigger on some clown shit. You know what I'm saying? Hov them just, I feel like the ultimate hustlers. You know what I mean? Just being around them in their presence and watching how they move and the plays they bust, I think is just them gems within themselves.
Is there anybody outside of like a Hov, let's say, that's not even an artist, on the exec side that you gravitate towards to as far as like picking up gems?
Yeah, I get gems from a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, Birdman and Slim, they're one of the first big people who started giving me gems. They allowed me to run around them, be in the rooms, and pick up a lot of information early in my career, you know what I'm saying? So shout to Bird and Slim. I talked to Puff. A lot of these guys, when I go around them, man, I ask them questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still today.
A lot of cats are scared to do that, though. No, it's a pride thing.
No, man. If I'm around a Jay, if I'm around a Puff or a Bird, man, any of these people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yo, what you think about this? Or if I got something on the table or something on the line at that moment, you think I ain't gonna run it by them?
If you got their number, why not use it?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, yo, what you thinking about? Blase, you know what I'm saying? Just to get their take on it, I'm gonna make my own decision at the end of the day, but I feel like these guys who probably already been to that level before, they already probably experienced this level of business, and this level of decision making. You know, and different ones may have different perspectives of it. I want to know all that.
Yeah.
It may help me. You know, I'm already thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, but that may bring some like, yeah, I was thinking that. Well, I wasn't even thinking about it from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you're never too good to get information or advice.
I love that. What would you say are the top ingredients in your mind to really embody that boss mentality?
I just think you just gotta be a boss, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas just bosses and some niggas just ain't.
So you think it's like an inherent thing, like you kind of born with it?
Yeah, I think it's just a bloodline thing. Like, it ain't about no money. No money don't make you no boss.
Right.
You know, so you know, job position don't make you no boss. I don't give a fuck who in the position. Like, nigga be 2-3 steps ahead of you, you know, above you in the job position, and he quote unquote supposed to be your boss, but that nigga ain't no boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to know that. You ain't gotta say it.
Yeah.
You just gotta know, like, man, look, I come in this office, and the decisions I make and the plays I make, everybody move off this shit. Because it's the best way to move. This nigga just got the position. He don't know what the fuck he doing. You know what I'm saying?
Tell the real nigga come in.
Yeah, they just, you know, then you just you know, play your shit out. Eventually you gonna have that seat.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, to me, if you ain't doing this shit, boss is just a word. That shit ain't nothing but a 4-letter word that a lot of niggas like to use. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds nice.
Yeah, I was telling one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? Niggas want to be a boss and ain't even a good soldier. You feel me? Like, you gotta be an honorable soldier first.
But it goes back to what I was saying. They don't have that mentality to be like, why do I gotta follow somebody else's own
That may be the plan at the time.
Yeah.
That may be the plan to make all of us win. That's what it's about, teamwork. All of us win. What position? I'm gonna play whatever position for the team to win. You know, so you talk. Let's say CMG, right? 4-2 Dugg dropping this week. Bag dropping. When my guys dropping, I'm playing all positions. I'm playing marketing. I'm playing promotion. I'm playing executive. I'm playing street team.
Every role, you know, on lock. You got that.
I'm flying out. I'm landing with you. We going to the club. I'm playing security. You know what I'm saying? Because if something happen while we all here, we gonna handle it like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, I'm playing all positions.
Let's say I'm a young cat in the game. I'm trying to build an empire.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Build that empire without a major label backing?
I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know, so I think the biggest misconception of being independent is like, and I say misconception because you have a lot of artists running around. Oh, I want to be independent. I'm independent. You know, everybody brag on independent like it's a thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, to me, you do the best business structures for your business. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, independence is a mindset, regardless if you're in partner with somebody or not. You should always have an independent mindset, meaning you're going to do your part, or you ain't waiting on nobody to do your part. To me, that's the state of independence. You're talking about actually doing business as an independent where basically you just putting up all the money and you funding it, right? So a lot of people won't be independent, ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much money does it take to successfully put out an album on a major level? You're talking $2-3 million to make the album, to market it right, to promote it right. You know, you want to be independent till they tell you put up your $3 million to put your album out.
Shit.
Then you don't want to put the money up. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be independent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you take guys like us, we put this money up on other people. You know, if we believe in it, we'll put $4-5 million on another person's dream because we believe in it just as much as they believe in it. You know what I'm saying? So that will make us, when we say we're an independent label, not just an artist, because we'll put the money on others other than Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think artists just got to be like consistent with what they trying to do and learn the information and put their money up if they want to be independent.
And like you said, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, being a believer versus just being an investor. You gotta be. We
don't invest in artists. We believe in them. You know, that means we willing to lose with you just as well as we willing to win with you. You know, we ain't gonna go in business with nobody or nothing we don't believe in, because, you know, if I believe in you and we spend millions and millions of dollars on you and it don't work, I'm cool with that, because that was part of my belief. I believe you had it. You know, obviously we done something that didn't work out, or we didn't figure out what it was to connect, but you still my homie. You still my partner. You know, I ain't mad at you. I hope you ain't mad at me. We tried this shit together. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of money. It didn't work, but I'm cool with that as a believer. Somebody who's an investor just put money in, they looking for a quick flip. They looking to, turn $1 into $2, turn 1 million into 1.5 and 2. I don't look at artists like that. I don't believe in that.
You know what's crazy? And I want to ask you this real quick, because I remember talking to Ross about this. I love the mentality you have, because a lot of cats, when they take an L, they don't like that feeling of taking an L. But what comes with taking an L is that you get an extra lesson on how to get the W next time. Is there like a situation where you caught an L from the executive side, but it helped you develop that better judgment and mindset going forward to get that W?
Yeah, I think, of course, we take L's. You can't be great without taking L's. You know what I'm saying? So we take L's all the time, but, they different levels of L's. And, we such strong winners that we cover it up, and you can't even tell because the L ain't even an L. It's a lesson, or it's a study. It's almost a case study. This shit didn't work. Why not? Let's go back to the board. Are we done? It must be this way. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it that way this time. Run that shit back again, but run it that way. You know what I mean? So I guess that's an L because the shit didn't work.
Right.
But it ain't really an L to us because we still at it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't complain about nothing, so we just keep going.
Let me pose you this, because like I said, we know what you do on the music side. Is there like a particular venture outside of the music that you really appreciate about yourself on the business front that you're proud of?
I'm just, I'm proud to be in business. Every day I wake up looking for something to be in business in. We already in the real estate. We own restaurants. Of course, you know about the music. We got different investments in different things. Some of them silent, some of them public, FaZe Clan, esports. A lot of others that's kind of, silent. But every day we into different investments and different things.
Listen, y'all, if y'all didn't get the gems today, God knows I got it. My brother Yo Gotti just fed me and preached me the gospel today for Black Music Month. CMG, what is next for y'all before we bounce out of here? What's next for you on the executive tip for CMG?
For CMG, man, we just trying to, in my eyes, this the new Cash Money. This the new Death Row. This the new Rockefeller. This the new No Limit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I see that fall.
That's big, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so every day we waking up with that focus, not just signing 1,000 artists, but signing the right ones. Hiring the right staff and the right team. You can't do this shit without the right team, without the right staff. Yo Gotti one person. We got 20 people in the office every day working on my dream, these artists' dreams. That's the focus, how we get multiple offices, you know what I'm saying? How we put offices in 5 different states, and then how we got offices in London and shit like that. That's what CMG focus on.
I love that. Shout out to my brother Yo Gotti. Fire episode on the label. In case you didn't know, now y'all do. CMG, we in the building.
Yeah.
And we out.
100.